Hi everyone, welcome to Starfire's channel. I am the Starfire Queen. If this is your first time visiting, hello and thank you for stopping by. If you like, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell so you know the next time I'm on. And for all my starlights that have been dedicated, thank you, much love. For the new members that we've just gotten, I want to say thank you. You didn't have to subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, today I want to talk to you about something that is a very good topic, I think. So you think you're a witch. That's what we're going to talk about today. So you think you're a witch. Now, understand this. There's those that want to be witches because they're curious and they love the spookiness. Some people say it's the darkness, not realizing that it's the elements that surrounds us. There is no darkness. It's about becoming one with the elements, becoming one with God, or whoever you pray to. Then there's those who are born into the craft. Hello, such as myself. And then there's those who would like to remove themselves from the craft. You gotta respect them too. We all have a free will. We all have a choice. Then we got those who be like, I think I'm a witch, but I'm not really sure. So let's talk about it. So you think you're a witch, all right? So let's go by. If you guys see me looking down, those who know me, I have my nose. I don't just come on here and just do this. Can't do that. I want to be able to educate and also learn. I'm that witch. I'm never, quote unquote, Miss Know It All, because I'm not. Whenever you think you know it all, you're dumb. Because you gave up on learning. All right, you guys. So, you think you're a witch. What is a witch? Let's start from there. Let's look at what the dictionary says. A woman thought to have magical powers, especially evil powers, displayed by wearing a black cloak and a pointed hat. Y'all can see my hat back here, huh? And flying on a broom. Okay, I wish I could fly on a broom, because trust me, I would be going places. Now, here's the thing. Already the dictionary has said that witches are evil. How dare you, Webster and whoever else, want to write that. Witchcraft is not evil. Anything evil is because you make it that way. We have Christians that are very evil. Um, Pastors that stand up in the church and have people give them all their money, knowing that these people lights, gas, and water is being turned off while he riding around in Mercedes. I think that's damn evil. Okay, so being a witch does not make you evil. A lot of people look at us as being damned, as being devil worshippers. I don't worship the devil. I worship God. I worship his elements. I worship angels. I worship my deities. I definitely worship my ancestors. So there's a difference. And until you become educated, you won't know what it is. And when we talk about voodoo, hoodoo, all this type of Wiccan and all of the magic that we have, but yet people want to say taboo, it's bad. Well, one, people do that because they're afraid of the unknown. Two, for people of color, our cultures were taken away from us. Even Spanish people, I'm not just saying blacks, I'm saying people of color. We've gone through a lot where we've had to camouflage our beliefs. A lot of times, Santa Maria, we'd have to go into the Catholics, to their saints and change our saints' names. Like Oshun, we would change. I can't remember right offhand which one it was, but she had a saint name. Isis, same thing. We'd have to cover it up because we didn't want the slave owners to know who we were really worshiping. And through that, we begin to lose ourselves, hiding our culture. We begin to hide ourselves and lose ourselves. We forgot to teach who we really were due to the fact that we were afraid of being beaten, killed, slandered, used as an example. So that has a lot to do with why people think it's evil. Some people thought it was evil because it was ours. our culture. Other people of color have their own cultures. Day of the Dead. Oh my God, I can't wait. That time is coming. People think that was bad. What is bad about acknowledging your family and your loved ones, letting them know that there's 3 days that you want to worship them? It used to be 30, but that's a whole different. Let me stop, because y'all start talking about that. I'll be like, there she go again. So I'm gonna stop. So no, it's not evil. I think anything is evil when you make it evil. You know, you have I'm finna go there. Priests in the church molesting little altar boys. Now that's damn evil. And then sit there and take communion because they're drinking the blood of Jesus and eating his body, but yet you molesting his children. I'm just saying. Y'all know I'm very transparent. All right. So do not think that because you do witchcraft or you're curious about it that you're an evil person, that you're this dark person. No, your third eye is opening up and you're awakening. So you think you're a witch. It's not a bad thing, okay? And if you find out that you're not and you're just curious about learning about it, hey, there's nothing wrong with that either, you know? All right, what is witchcraft? Traditionally, the exercise or invoking of magic powers is what the dictionary says. Witchcraft is a practice of what the practitioners' skills and abilities such as casting spells, performing magical rituals, the worship of blood, the worship of nature. There we go, the elements. Okay? And scientists say that it's all fake. That's what the scientists say. I can say they stuff fake too. You know? Because if you don't understand and you can't do what we do, because you have to believe it. You know, they talk about speaking those things into the atmosphere. That's what we do. So it's okay when a scientist say, well, if you believe and you speak into it, you can get rid of cancer or you can make things happen. You know, believe the affirmations. But yet when we do it as a witch, we're evil. Whatever. Traditionally, to me, a witch is someone who knows. And I do mean who knows the ability to use the elements, the ability to go past everything you see, the ability to communicate with your ancestors, with the dead, the ability to talk to the dead verbally and hear their voices, the ability to hear raindrops fall and hear the sound of music playing instead of someone saying, I'm sick of this rain. You know, how many people do you know, adults? I'm almost 60 years old. How many people, you know, my age, want to go outside and stand in the rain? I wake up every morning and look for the moon because I communicate with my deceased mother through the moon. And I'm out there and I'm talking to her at 2 and 3 in the morning. You know, hey, how you doing? I miss you. I love you. My daughter, I look to the brightest star for her and I talk to her. You know, that's becoming a witch. That's what it's about, being a witch. You look at nature and nature owns you. You own nature. You know what I mean? To see the flames of a fire, and everyone that's been on my channel know I am the Starfire Queen. I love me some fire. No, I'm not a firebug. Could be. I could have been, but my mama beat my butt when I was little. I used to love to play with fire. Anyway, I love fire. And my husband bought me a fireplace for outside, and when it's lit, it's like nothing else matters. When I meditate with candles because the flames take me to that other place. Why? Because I can invoke that element, and that's what it's about. Invoking. Now, you can invoke spirits. I don't. I don't like to open doors I may not be able to close. Did you hear what I said? I don't like to open doors I may not be able to close. Do I think I can do these things? Of course, because I believe and I know the powers that I have within me. And I do practice black magic. I don't do black magic, if that makes sense. I can do some things. I have to, in order to do it, you have to practice it first, you know. But I don't like to say black magic is bad, because if you come at me, oh, Starfire is coming back with a vengeance. I'm gonna keep it 100. And you have those witches that come after you. So if you think you're a witch, first thing I need you to do is learn about the white candle and the black candle for protection. Okay, that's a whole another journey also that we're not going down today. Witches, there's like 40 different types, and I'm sure there's more, but I've named a few for you, just a couple. I named 5. Okay, there's an angel witch. Yes, an angel witch. Did y'all hear that, Christians? An angel witch. And I guess that what bothers me, because witches are practitioners, however you want to call yourself. We truly talk to the angels. We truly give them the respect that they deserve. Where when I was in church, it was like, oh, there was Archangel Michael, Gabriel. Okay. No, they're here for us. Michael that's my dog. I'm going to tell y'all, that's my angel. And I know he fights for me. I ride a motorcycle, and I ask him to put his wings around me when I'm on my bike, keep me safe. I know God has made those angels to be used to protect us, to teach us, things like that. So, anyway, an angel witch, a witch who works with angels rather than the deities or the traditional just praying to God or whatever. Not that anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying, but they specifically look for the angels. Like I have angel tarot cards, and I do readings with those. If you do want a reading, please, we'll get it. I'll give you my email and everything, because I don't really do readings online. I did maybe 1 or 2. I just don't. Not saying I never will. I probably will. It's just not something I do all the time. But that's an angel witch. They go more into the angels, and you may find their homes are surrounded with angel statues, feathers, pennies, things like that. Then there's the cosmic witch, a witch who focuses on astrology and the placement of the planet, the stars, and the moon when practicing their craft. Okay? Now, mind you, I'll tell you what kind of witch I am in the end. But there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that all up in here. Okay? All right. So, one who studies the stars and knows what the 7 sisters, if you know the story of the 7 sisters, the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, and what the stars mean, how they formed, and understanding that the moon is a huge star, and it's the astrology that leads them. They go out at night and they do most of their spells and everything at night among the stars, and the planets, and they're into that, so hey, it's a good thing. Then we have the crystal witch, and that's a witch who focuses heavily on crystals. Like they want to make sure these lead them. They use them for meditating. They use them for strength. I have just real quick, black tourmaline, which is to get rid of negative energy. We have the amethyst, the clear quartz. Now, my clear quartz, I want to share this with you guys, is wrapped with a necklace full of crystals. And this was my mother's, the necklace. And I found a lot of witchy things about her after she went into the spiritual world. So, but yes, I wrapped it around here. It means a lot to me. Thought I'd share that with you. Okay, so you'll find that some of them may walk around with little bottles of crystals in their car, on their desk at work, around their house, because this is what they use. Crystals have a lot to do with life as the craft goes, as far as the craft. Also, people that do yoga, with the chakras, they use crystals. Might be a witch, don't even know it. So you think you're a witch. All right, the next one is the element witch. One who walks by the fire, the earth, the air, the water, and all of that in there. I get excited talking about the elements. That's why I named my Facebook page, because I switched my Facebook page. For those of you who don't know, I went from Starfire Queen unique to Queens and Kings of the Element, because that's where the Spirit led me. So if you're looking at me for Facebook, look that up. All right. The elements, they can just, when they, those witches that, including myself, because I love the elements, the smell of rain, oh my God, is like the ultimate, the smell of rain. I'm in Ohio. When it snows, I get so angry when my kids mess up my snow. Now they grown and they still want to run through my yard. I like my snow to look like that beautiful white blanket till a little cat comes through. But when I see the cat paws, I think that's just like, I like it. I'm weird, okay? But I'm still me. All right, and then there's the solitary witch. That's a bad bitch. Let me tell you. That's me. I am that solitary witch. I say that, not taken away from any other witch. There's a kitchen witch, the garden witch. There's so many witches, But the solitary witch is a witch that has no covenant. We take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and we do our own thing. And I think that's beautiful. Now, don't get me wrong. Do not say Starfire said covenant isn't beautiful. I think covenants are beautiful. But for me, myself and I work better as a solitary witch because I don't like limits. I don't like rules. I'm going to be honest with you. I am not good with rules. I got enough rules with the world that we live in. For my magic, I want to be free with it. And being in a covenant, you have things to follow. So that's beautiful for those that it works for. Do not say Starfire talked about witches in the covenant shouldn't be in, because that is a bold-faced lie. I acknowledge them as much as I acknowledge a solitary witch. But for me, I love being a solitary witch. I love my freedom. I do my magic my own way. I can get a spell from Lady Duchess, who I think is the bomb. Shout out to her. Okay? I don't hate. I don't. That woman got it going on. She is a very, very loving, humble spirit. And I acknowledge her. And she's also a solitary witch. But you got to realize having that freedom gives you more, it gives you more freedom to do what you want. I'll take a spell from her and, I'm sorry, you got something that's popped up on my screen. And I'll change it around a little bit, and work it in my own way. And that's what you guys do. You see a spell Starfire and you like it, add your own self in it so it becomes yours. That's what we're here to teach, okay? But being a solitary witch, that's the bomb. Now, I told you that after the end of me naming a few witches, I'm going to tell you which one I am. But here's the thing. I practice with angels. I study astrology and use the stars and the moons, my planets, okay, my zodiac. You guys see I have crystals. I love my elements. And I'm all of that. But yet, I'm a solitary witch. So, you think you're a witch. All right, let's talk about some steps to become a witch. Okay? I got lipstick like all over this glass. You know what? I just like wearing my lipstick on here because I can't wear it in public. I got a mask on. How many of y'all put lipstick on and had to wear a mask? You'd be like, why did I do that? I've done it a few times. All right. So you think you're a witch. Here's a couple of steps to becoming a witch. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen videos of 10 signs that show you're a witch. That's not really what I'm doing here. So if that's what you're looking for, stay with me and see if you learn something from what I am doing. Okay? All right. Witchcraft isn't just fun and games. It's not. It's serious. It's not a joke. You can put a hex on someone by not knowing what you're doing. And you can put a hex on yourself. You can do spells and do them wrong. When I say wrong, have the wrong intentions. And do a spell do a love, example. Let's say you're doing a love spell. And you just got through arguing with your dude. Or, your significant other. And you're going to do a love spell for a client. All that negative energy is going into that spell. And instead of helping your client, you're hurting their relationship. So no, do not take witchcraft as a joke or as a game or something to play with. It's very dangerous. You're dealing with God, gods, deities, angels, ancestors, people, spirits, um, shadow people, demons. You're dealing with all that. It's no joke. So be careful. If you think you're a witch, are you want to become a witch, please respect the craft. Okay, you may find yourself alone being a witch. Your friends and family may not understand you. They may um, cast you out, not want to be bothered with you. I have some members that are in my family that are like, I can't mess with her. And I just pray for them and I light candles for protection and wish them well. You know, I have no ought against them because I don't agree with everything you do either, but I love you because you're my family. And I love you enough to love you for who you are and not what you are, you know. But everyone doesn't have that ability. There's a lot of witches in the broom closet. They're afraid to come out because they know they're going to deal with a lot of negative energy. And if you're young and you live in your parents' home and they're totally against it, all I can tell you is wait. Wait, because don't limit your magic trying to do it and sneak and do it. Young people, just wait. Your time will come. You'll get your own place. You'll be able to practice freely. All right. You have to remember, some people think we're going to hell because we're so evil. We're going to hell automatically. Even though we think of God when we look at the trees and you feel the breeze go through your hair, we're going to hell. Quote unquote, they say. All right. Working with black magic. You need to know what you're doing. And that is not something I would tell any beginner witch to do. I would tell you, don't even think about opening up a book on black magic till you have practiced white magic for at least 3 years. 3 to 5, truthfully. Because that's a whole different world. And like I said, I can do it. I practice. I study. When I say I never did a black magic spell on somebody, I'd be lying. Y'all already know that. Because I have. But I had to make sure I was in the right place, the right time, and I was right. If you the one in the wrong, don't try to do no black magic on somebody, because that bad boy can come back. Because remember, like I always say, my girl, Karma, she coming as a lady or she coming as a bitch, but she coming. All right? Doing magic when spirits have warned you not to do something and you go on and do it, don't even call Starfire to help you get out that situation, because you've crossed into a spiritual zone and there's nothing any witch can do for you. All we can do is go and ask for forgiveness from that spirit. But that's between you and them, because when spirit tells you not to do something, don't do it. I'm going to give you guys a prime example. There's somebody that I really wanted to get. Oh, y'all don't know how bad I wanted to get her. I had it all set up. The whole complete spell. Everything. And when I got ready to do it, after I spent the money and brought everything I needed, Spirit was like, no. You do that, you won't be blessed. I never did it. That's the way it is. So if you're going to deal with black magic, like I said, 3 to 5 years, because you have to understand and you have to have that third eye open where you can hear Spirit talking to you. Okay, you can't go in, ooh, I'm going to get her. Grab your lemon and some rusty nails and I'm going to get her. Be careful. Okay? Because remember, you think you're a witch. Somebody else might be a witch. Be careful. You want to learn your path. You want to learn your journey. And that's the fun part about it, because you mess up. You may do a money jar and it don't come out right. You ain't got no money and you get discouraged. Don't. That's part of learning. Because what you don't realize, like here, I have this. Now this is a money jar spell that I did, and I actually sell this for clients who want it. And you know, I have it, and what I do, the papers that you see is real money. Okay. And I also put ancestral money in here in case you want to put this on an ancestor's altar. So I have real bills. and ancestral money in here. And you're welcome to hit me up on my email if you like to get some of this. And how I do it, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I do this, I take a little bit out and I bless it and I put it on the altar and I do something, 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 something else and make it personal to whoever wants it. Okay? But I didn't learn how to do that first. I would mess up. I would try to do meditation and couldn't do it and get discouraged. So I had to figure out what works for me. And flames work for the fire queen. Got to have fire. Um, it's okay to mess up. Practicing. You know, if you do something, it didn't work. Then you have to ask yourself, were your intentions completely right? Do you really believe? That's why it takes time. It takes time to understand the craft and to get your journey. And then you'll start to see that your journey that was going like this is starting to do this. Start to line up, you know? And then you're going to be like, this is it. Hey, it's beautiful. Yes. You're finding your journey is, oh my God. Don't look at it as, oh, I got to do this first. Oh, I got to get that. And that's another thing. So you think you're a witch. Becoming a witch does not mean you go bankrupt. Please, please, please don't. Get you a couple of things at 99 at Dollar Tree, the 99-cent store. Half of the stuff you might have be in your kitchen, you know. So we'll talk about getting supplies and things on another. That'll be on my Wednesday. I'm supposed to be starting Wednesday classes for baby witches on my Facebook, and I haven't had a chance to do it. But we're going to take care of that. All right. Types of magic. There's voodoo, hoodoo. I'm just naming a couple. Herbal magic, water magic, candle magic, dream magic, and fire magic. That's just a couple. There's so much more. Okay. Things to do to become a witch. So here's the things you need to do. That's why I said it's a little bit different from 10 signs you're a witch. These are the things you need to do. Acknowledge you're magical. You know, if you notice that you speak on things and they happen and you're like, wow, throughout my life, even my childhood, I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I was speaking these things into existence and they were happening. Study about the craft. You know, don't just go off of my videos or anyone's videos. Study. Okay, when I give you guys videos, I'm studying and I'll keep on, and I try to keep them as basic as possible because sometimes when people go too deep, you lose your audience. I want you guys to learn and enjoy it. You know what I mean? But study. Even if it's just reading or listening, but study for yourself. Don't just believe what everyone tells you. Okay? Clarity in your intentions. Make sure you're clear on why you're doing spells, why you're meditating, why you're taking a spiritual bath. Don't just do them in your mind's everywhere. Focus. Get your clarity. Why am I lighting this white candle? You know, what is the purpose of it? Am I just lighting it because they say witches light candles? Am I lighting it for light? Am I lighting it for protection? Am I believing that I'm becoming one and I'm speaking protection to my deities, my God, my angels, my ancestors? Okay, clarity is very important. Okay. Gather your resources. So you're going to come to that. Get your books that you're going to study out of. Get on YouTube. Find out which practitioners you are drawn to, you know, and listen to them, reach out to them. Don't go bankrupt, you know, if you don't have a whole bunch of different candles. I'm looking to see what I got on this side. I have a table over here. And all you have is some white candles. Guess what? White candles can be any color. Okay, just carve the color on, they make you feel better, you know. And in time, all of that will come. Start small, and you'll notice that you'll grow. And let me tell you, when you grow, you're going to be like, what the heck? Because right now, I have a wall here. And I'm in one bedroom that my husband made into he calls it my spirit room. So that's what him and my kids go, oh, don't go in mommy's spirit room. I was like, yeah, man, my wife got a spirit room. I don't go in there. And he doesn't unless I need him to hang something up. And as soon as he get in, he getting out. Because he feels it. My son comes in here and he's like, You know, I feel it. I feel it, you know. And it's not that they're scared of it. It's just that they're not in it. So they're like, all right, well, that's your thing. But I can still feel what you're doing. We're going to back up a little bit because I ain't ready to deal with that. Like I've always said, my daughter running, she keep on running. She keep getting closer and closer. Then I have a son that loves what I do, and it's in him, and he's ready to do it. My granddaughter, oh my God, that's my little mini me, my little um, witch in training. I'm so excited about her. Um, but I want him to, within 2 years, I want to knock this wall out, make it into an arch, so I can have 2 rooms to make this. Because you end up getting so much stuff. I have so much stuff, it's ridiculous. And I never thought it would happen like this, but it does, you know. And then you have people that starts to get you gifts and stuff, those that acknowledge who you are. Like, real quick, my husband and I went to Detroit, and we were shopping around these little stores, and he seen this. I didn't see it. And we got in the car, and I knew he had a bag, but I didn't pay any attention. And he just handed it to me. And I was like, oh my God, it means so much to me. Because even though he doesn't practice, he knows how much and how important, how much my craft means to me and how much it's part of my life and how important it is to me. So things like this make my world. I have someone that made me the lady that really helped me open my third eye, made me one of the glass bricks with the light in it and everything, and things like that. I have some ghosts and goblins that were given to me to go with my witch hats and stuff. So I have a broom that is, oh my God, my witch's broom is beautiful. And someone blessed me with that, a friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine. So, yeah, you'll find out people to give you things. You'll find that you pick up things you never thought you'd get. Yard sales, oh my God. But remember, whatever you get, cleanse, especially from yard sales and thrift stores. Cleanse it because you don't know who had it before. And to be honest with you, I say cleanse everything. You know, light some sage in your room, start cleansing because you don't know who put it together, who put it in the box, you know, things like that. Adapt to being different. I think that's the hardest thing about being a witch. Because you have to realize you are different. Just the other day, we were out in my yard, and this guy came by and was talking to my son, and he was talking about church. And he was saying some things, and of course, I got into it because I used to be a pastor. I have a pastoral license, state of Ohio and California. So I caught him in some things that were very contradicting, and I was on. My son was like, "Man, you can't even answer my mom's questions." So I was like, "This." Not that I was putting him down, but if you're gonna come at one of mine, you better come correct with what you're saying. You have to believe in what you're saying, because I don't care what my kids, you know, if they want to go to church, that's when they were raised in church, you know. So, but no matter what, you better come to them right. Is how I am. And the guy was like, "Well, uh, people are, you gotta be careful of the demons and witches." I said, "Oh, so you know witches?" Like, yeah. I'm like, "I'm a witch." Oh, and he backed up, starts singing little kitty songs, like taking it as a joke. People think we're different. Then he told me, since I'm a witch, you know, I'm going to hell. I'm so happy man has a place for me, because you're not my God, you're not my ancestors, you're not my deity, you're not me. You don't know my heart. But we get judged. Witches have been murdered. And people always seem to think about, you know, Salem and all of that, but there's warlocks and witch doctors in Africa and in Spain, you know, Mexico, that were killed and that are still being killed because of what we believe in. We're different. You have to adapt to that. You're not welcomed everywhere. There's a time to acknowledge who you are, and there's a time to be silent. And being silent doesn't mean you're ashamed, it means you're smart. Like, you know, old folks used to say, don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing sometimes. It keeps you safe. All right. You want to document your core belief. What do I mean by that? Write a letter to yourself, not for anyone else to see, just for you. Write a letter to yourself. Who am I? What am I? What type of witch am I when I say that? What is my favorite element? Fire, water, air, earth. You know, what type of magic do I like? Candle magic, water magic. Just, I, 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 I just enjoy it. I'm like, just talking about it really just like puts me in this zone where it's beautiful, you guys. It's beautiful. Um, Never compare yourselves to other witches. Let me tell you why. You guys just heard me give a great shout out to my girl, Lady Duchess. I've watched her from the beginning of her career, and she's bloomed. The girl is banging. Do I compare myself to her? No. I acknowledge my queen sister. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of her. You know, I don't compare myself to anyone. You know, there was a lady in the church I used to go to, and she used to always say, a lady that is complete has no need to compete. And she's right. Do your own thing, because magic is, it's just that, it's magic. Enjoy it. Don't compare yourself. Learn from others. Acknowledge others, but never compare yourself to anyone. And that's in the everyday living too. You know, I feel we all, like my husband said, take everybody, make the world go around. The trash man is no less of a man than the attorney. We need one to do law and one to get rid of this trash. Bottom line is we need both. Never compare yourself to anyone. All right, you want to stay humble. Pretty much the same thing. Stay humble. Because the minute you get headstrong, spirit will deal with you. Because you have to remember, nothing that you're doing is coming from you. It's coming from spirit. Your ancestors are blessing you with this. It's not you. Stay humble. Stay humble. Approach your path with an open mind, a loving heart, and a kind voice. That's very important. Do not go on this path with this dominating attitude, because believe me, it will not work. The spirits will shut you down. All right, so you think you're a witch. I hope this has been informative for you. If you have any questions, hey, leave a comment. I'll get back with you. I love you guys. And if you're just stepping out, look for me, on Facebook. Okay? The Kings and Queens of the Elements. You'll have to leave me a little video, answer some questions, and we can get this going. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And once again, if this is your first time on my channel, please hit the like, subscribe, and the bell, because I don't know when I'm doing a video. I just know I'm doing them. And remember, keep that third eye open so you can see the things around you that these two can't see, or these four with my little eyes here. But you do. Keep your third eye open. And I'm proud of you for realizing that magic is a part of you. And whether you were born into it, or you decided this is what you want to do, or there was a calling, guess what? Starfire Queen welcomes you into the world of magic, into the world of the craft. It's beautiful. There's different types of magic, different types of witches. Acknowledge them. Never put them down. I had to change because everyone thought that I was more of a Wiccan when I practiced more voodoo and hoodoo than I do Wicca. So that had a lot to do with me changing my Facebook and everything. And it wasn't that Wicca's a bad thing. It was just that I found out that I was getting lost in what people thought. So Spirit moved me a different way. But there's a lot of things I've learned from Wiccans. And I have some in my group, and they teach me a lot. Learn from one another. Stay humble. That third eye will keep you right. And it will also show you things to stay away from. Magic is not a joke. It's serious. Keep your throat chakra speaking kind words, even among yourself. Speak good things into your life. Speak high self-esteem. Speak love. Speak joy. Speak a fulfilled journey on your new journey. Speak safety and wisdom. into your life. And keep your heart chakra open. Be loving, be kind, be respectful. Because karma's coming. One way or the other, she's coming. This is the Starfire Queen. I thank you very, very much for taking the time to watch me. Many, many, many blessings. I love you guys.